Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're stuck in a game that's already rigged, where no matter how hard you push, break down doors, or build bridges, the system keeps shifting the rules just to leave you out in the cold. You're an investor, a founder, a leader, but you feel the weight of an invisible chain tightening around your potential. The world tells you that innovation is about scaling fast, following the trends, and playing by certain rules. But deep down, you know something's wrong. The venture world is crowded with noise, copycats, and endless recycling of the same ideas, dressed up in shiny marketing. It promises freedom, but delivers boxing you into a narrow, predictable path. Every day, you face the brutal reality. The system isn't built for the rare, the exceptional, or the truly rebellious. It's built for the many, for the compliant, the safe, the mediocre. You're not made for mediocrity. You see the patterns everyone misses, the hidden fractures where the future is being born. You're restless because you're meant to be more, to push beyond the limits the world says exist. But here's the brutal truth. You're isolated. The brightest founders, the boldest investors, the game-changing leaders, they're scattered, disconnected. The world's infrastructures were never designed to bring you together. Instead of fostering wild, unpredictable genius, the system rewards sameness and punishes difference. Ideas aren't dangerous anymore. They're watered down, optimized into safe bets that seldom break the mold. This is not a lack of talent or vision, it's a lack of connection. The problem is the absence of a real network, where the rare, the radical, the misunderstood can find each other and build lightning together. But what if there is a key, a secret, pulsating force that can tear down these walls and unlock a new era in how ventures are born and scaled? What if cosmopolitanism, the idea that we are not prisoners of geography, nationality, or outdated systems, can ignite a revolution in venture creation? This isn't about vague diplomacy or globalism as a buzzword. It's about harnessing the power of the edge, connecting those rare individuals who refuse borders, who burn with a stubborn refusal to live a borrowed life. Cosmopolitanism is the heartbeat of a future where progress sprouts from diversity, not uniformity. It's the catalyst for creating ventures not trapped by nation-states or traditional funding bubbles, but fueled by a collective will of sovereign individuals who dare to be different. Imagine a network untethered from old loyalties and outdated loyalties. A living, breathing ecosystem where every founder, every investor, every visionary can connect through shared fire, not nationality or background. Where the old silos crumble and new alliances rise, complementary, fierce, unstoppable. This is the moment when the venture world can explode open. When brilliance no longer waits in isolation, but converges into unstoppable momentum. When your potential isn't limited by where you're born, or the systemic chains decades in the making. You can finally escape the repetitive hamster wheel, where every idea gets funneled through the same filters, the same expectations, the same tired playbooks. Instead, ventures shaped by cosmopolitan truth tap into a deeper force. The radical synergy of genuine connection across differences, across borders, beyond the narrow confines of what's comfortable. This synergy is the drug, addictive because it's real, transformative because it's raw. Listen carefully here because this truth breaks the mold. If you want to build the future, the next era of ventures, you must do more than just expand your network. You must shed the very idea of network as it's traditionally understood. Forget the vast crowds, the noise, the endless surface-level contacts. Real power is forged in selective alignment, finding those few who burn with the same intensity as you, who question relentlessly, who refuse the easy way out. Because that's what cosmopolitanism demands. Not blending in, but blazing your own path while connecting fiercely with others who do the same. This is not an easy path. It's a radical refusal of comfort, a rejection of the status quo. Now, how to move from pain to power, from isolation to unstoppable force? First, stop looking for permission anywhere. The world will not hand it to you. No government, no VC firm, no established institution is waiting to unlock your potential. The permission is yours. Sovereign will is the only fire starter. Use it ruthlessly. Challenge everything. Ask why until the old answers collapse. This is not just a mindset. It's a decision to become the architect of your own reality, unchained by inherited systems or false promises. Second, embrace patience, the kind of patience that burns like fire beneath the surface. This journey is long. Progress from the edge comes slow, but it is eternal. Quick wins are illusions. The true game favors the relentless. Build your alliances not from convenience, but from brutal selectivity. Seek those few whose fire reflects yours. Forge bonds that aren't built on superficial interests, but on deep complementary power, capable of creating something the world has never seen. Third, dare to be transformative. This means you don't just adapt to the system, you redefine it. You tear down old definitions of value, growth, and success. You invent new currencies: trust, resonance, radical authenticity. You build ventures that are not merely companies, but movements, ecosystems where innovation thrives because it's not squeezed into boxes, but allowed to run wild. Cosmopolitan ventures don't obey borders. They obliterate them by their very nature. They innovate by combining perspectives most have never even considered. And finally, build infrastructure, but not the kind you're used to. Forget platforms with million users who add noise but no essence. Build trusted autonomous networks where the few align and amplify each other, where ideas become lightning, power becomes connected, and influence becomes unstoppable. This is the liberation from the truth the system hides. True freedom comes not from comfort or conformity, but from being your unfiltered, sovereign self in the company of equals who empower your fire. You see, cosmopolitanism isn't just an ideal. It's a living, breathing strategy for the next leap forward in venture creation. When founders, investors, and leaders shed the worn-out illusions of nationality, control, and short-term greed, they unlock a power source the world has forgotten exists. The unleashed energy of the individual linked with others through unbreakable bonds of shared mission and fiery independence. So this is the call to those who are done settling. To the few who feel the unbearable tension that says, "I was made for more." Those who refuse to be small pieces in a broken puzzle and instead want to remake the picture entirely. The ventures, the investments, the partnerships you crave are waiting on the other side of this break. The future you want to build, the future the world needs, will only emerge when cosmopolitanism becomes more than a concept. When it becomes a living, breathing force that connects the few who refuse to be tamed and gives them the power to reshape everything. Don't wait for the system to change. Don't ask for permission. Find the few in your orbit, the radically different, the fiercely independent, the misfits who burn as you do. Build your own crossroads where borders disappear and real possibilities explode. Power lies in these connections. Magic happens here. Unlocking the next era of venture creation is not a dream. It's the inevitable result of breaking free from old illusions, embracing cosmopolitan sovereignty, and forging alliances that refuse limits. The moment is now. The next chapter belongs to those who dare to reject comfort and embrace becoming. Are you ready to burn away what the world expects and build the unimaginable? Because there's no turning back. The flame has started, and it will consume everything that stands in the way of the future you're destined to create.